Hello everyone, Bodhicitta here for the Italian Buddhist Urban Buddhism. I wanted to talk with you about something it's called the Paramitayana practice, of method and wisdom. And what that is called the 8 verses of thought transformation. Now, the 8 verses, if you've never heard of the 8 verses of thought transformation, literally transforming your thoughts, it is a beautiful, beautiful practice and a beautiful way of leading your life or truly living your life. If I go by these 8 verses, if I can make a vow or somewhat intend to try to do these verses in my daily life, remarkable things happen. Now, the 8 verses of thought transformation, it's a text by Kadampa, Geshe, Langri Tangpa, and many scholars and Buddhists and non-Buddhists around the world have written about the 8 verses. Notably, the Dalai Lama, the 14th, His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. And I will mention what each verse, and then I'll just do somewhat of a commentary, and I believe you'll love it. If you have a chance, Google the 8 verses of thought transformation for yourself, and you can get a better understanding of such a profound teaching. Number 1, with the thought of attaining enlightenment for the welfare of all beings who are more precious than wish-fulfilling jewels, I will constantly practice holding them dear. And what does that mean? That deals with selfishness. It deals with actually not regarding, we should view ourselves as precious, but what if we viewed all living things as precious, as a wish-fulfilling jewel? Do you know what a wish-fulfilling jewel is? A wish-fulfilling jewel, it would be something that you would find, magical, that grants your wishes. How amazing would that be? What if we viewed living beings like that? If I can attempt to do that, if I can try to not be selfish and kind of make a personal vow to try to practice to hold them dear, in all instances, I will be a better person. Not only will I be a better person, but people will see that. People just gravitate to that. I'm holding them dear, and I'm treating them as a wish-fulfilling jewel. Number 2, whenever I am with others, I will practice seeing myself as the lowest of all, and from the very depths of my heart, I will respectfully hold others as supreme. The second talks about the importance of humility in our lives. It's not so much treating myself like garbage and that, oh my God, I'm unbelievably low and I'm not worthy. No, that's not it at all. It's just letting go of pride. It's letting go of ego. It's letting go, again, and this practice deals a lot with humility and pride and ego, because that's what's in the forefront of so much of my mind, of our minds. And if we want to get past this and be compassionate and loving towards all, then we're going to have to get past this. And if I view myself as the lowest of all, and from the depths of my heart respectfully hold others as supreme, that doesn't mean, again, that I'm treating myself like dirt. It means that I am consciously making an effort to lift people up and not be so concerned with, or be so attached with, how important my happiness is, because generally that means that I really want my happiness to be more than other people. So we're trying to get past selfishness here, and by holding them in my mind higher than myself, that helps me to do that, and it helps me curb my pride. Number 3, in all actions, I will examine my mind, and at the moment a disturbing attitude arises, endangering myself and others, I will firmly control and avert it. What does that mean? I will firmly control and avert it. How do we do that? It talks about this in the Noble Eightfold Path in Buddhism. Frankly, what it means is when something arises that is painful, angry, resentful, negative, that makes me suffer, I will avert it. I will address it right then and there. How do we address it right then and there? With meditation. In two ways in meditation. What does that mean? Pema Chodron says to separate ourselves from that pain, or what she calls Shenpa. How do we do that? Initially, pause, breathe, concentrate on the breath, get stillness, stop, like Thupten, or rather, what Thich Nhat Hanh says, stop, calm, rest. When I can do that, even for a few minutes, as soon as something happens, step back. You know where they say count to 10? Yeah, step back, breathe, meditate. You'll get clarity and stillness. Once I get that stillness, I'm bringing myself away. I'm not running away from it, because our natural reaction when pain comes is to run, is to get that pain out. And how do we do that? Sex, drugs, booze, or staying in bed all day, whatever the situation. Run from the pain. No, address it. How do we do that? Get stillness by meditating. And then, when it's a specific thing like anger or resentment, take that to the mats. That's what I call it. Meditate on that. Once I've gotten a little stillness and stopped that roulette wheel, I can then meditate on get to the root of it. Why am I angry? What about this angers me so much? What is my part in this? Is it something that I'm not getting? Is it something that I want? Are they not doing what I want? When I can address that in meditation, I get more understanding of why I feel the way that I do, and then I can do something about it because I understand it. So meditation will help me to do that, to avert it and to deal with the problem. Number 4, whenever I meet a person of bad nature who is overwhelmed by negative energy and intense suffering, I will hold such a rare one dear as if I have found a precious treasure. In all our lives, we meet a very annoying person, and they are everywhere, and it's inevitable. Such people cause a lot of trouble and stress, but if I try to see this person in a positive way, that's what we talk about. Try to see that person in a positive way and hold them dear. Again, as a precious treasure. Imagine if this person that I think is overwhelmed by negative or evil or negative energy, or a bad person. Imagine what that would be like if instead I held them dear and tried to hold them dear, and said that they were precious by nature. Just the very fact that I would try to do that is better than what I have done in the past. And what I have done in the past is they anger me, or I wouldn't like them, or I would try to avoid them. Well, instead of trying to avoid them, if I come across it, if I treat them as a special object of love and compassion, at least try to do that. That just the trying opens my heart, and it makes it easier to view them as precious. 5, when out of envy others mistreat me with abuse, insults, or the like, I shall accept the defeat and offer the victory to others. Oh my God, no way. That's what you're talking about. And when in the history of your life, just like mine, would the egoic mind ever let you offer the victory to others? Our natural reaction, without a doubt, is to stomp in defeat. Oh my God, you are so wrong, and I'm going to show you how. And then it becomes not just confrontation, but it becomes wanting to hurt them because they didn't view it the way that you did, and you have to be victorious. You have to defeat them. This says the exact opposite. offer the defeat to them. What if you did that and didn't say anything? You said, you're right. Even if they weren't. What this does is that this deals with attachment. Why are we so attached to the outcome? Why are we so attached? And it's the egoic mind. The egoic mind has to be right. And if I can, through meditation, prayer if you will, through stillness and vipassana or concentrated meditation, if I can help relieve myself of that suffering, then I'm not so attached to the outcome. It's not important that I win, because I know that I'm good, and I can offer the victory to somebody else because I don't have that much attention or attachment to it. And it's a hard practice, but it gets easier, and it deals with humility and giving. Number 6, when somebody whom I have benefited and in whom I have great hope gives me terrible harm, I shall regard that person as my holy guru. What does that mean? Frankly, because our first reaction, if I help somebody, is to expect at least some response, to expect them to appreciate the fact that I helped them, or that I was benevolent to them. Well, what if they give me terrible harm? Now they're saying I shall regard that person as my holy guru. What is a guru? A teacher. That person, I should regard them as a teacher. Sometimes negative actions by other people are the greatest example of how not to be. So they're a blessed, unbelievable teacher, or a guru. And a guru we give respect to. So, give them respect. They hurt me, and again, there's that attachment. How dare you? After everything that I've done for you? I. If I can get out of that and realize that I'm doing good things for other people because it's right to do. If I hold the door open for somebody and they don't thank me for holding the door and I get upset about that, I'm upset. I'm holding the door for the wrong reasons. I should be holding the door because I have manners, not because it's the right thing to do, not because I'm expecting the thank you from the man or woman that I held the door open for. So you see, if they don't do what I want, or if they hurt me in some way, even though I gave to them, they are a teacher. They teach me in many ways how not to act. But on the same token, they deserve my respect because they are an individual that is a wish-fulfilling jewel, and I want to be compassionate and loving towards that person. So I have to look at myself and see why, again, I would be hurt because I gave to them. Simply giving without expecting anything in return seems to be a better way. Number 7, in short, both directly and indirectly, I offer every happiness and benefit to all my mothers. I shall secretly take upon myself all their harmful actions and suffering. Now, first of all, what that says is we treat everyone as if they were our mother. Think about that. Or again, as something to be treasured. When I say I shall secretly, meaning don't tell anybody. It's like doing something nice for someone but not saying, oh yeah, I was the one that did it. No, secretly, do something, take upon their pain. Why would I take upon their pain? If I could, in meditation and prayer, in my silent times, take on all their pain and all their suffering, if I can do that, then I can empathize. I can see where they're coming from. I can, with clarity, understand them more and be more compassionate. I'll take all their harmful actions. I will take it. And not that I'm a martyr or anything like that, but it makes sense to do that because I am compassionate and loving towards them, and I view them as my mother. Wouldn't you want to do that to your mother or for your mother? Take her pain? Take all her pain? Or someone that you love? Wouldn't you want to take their pain? Of course you would. And number 8, undefiled by the stains of the superstitions of the 8 worldly concerns, may I, by perceiving all phenomena as illusory, be released from the bondage of attachment. That's what we're talking about. I talked about the bondage of attachment, and what the Dalai Lama says, this verse deals with wisdom. All the preceding practices should not be defiled by the stains of the superstitions of the 8 worldly dharmas, or teachings. These 8 can be referred to as white, black, or mixed. I think it should be all right. I think it should be all right if I explain to you what he's talking about in released from the bondage of attachment. You have the wisdom now, by practicing the previous 7, to understand how pride and ego come into the way, and selfishness and things, and create attachment to everything, attachment to things that are painful that we don't want to let go of, or attachment to things that are happy that we want to continue to get. We're attached to so much, and it causes so much suffering. And by practicing these 8 verses, I can lessen the attachment and be more compassionate and loving. If you have any questions, trials, tribulations, good news, bad news about this, contact me at www.italianbuddhist.com or facebook.com/ItalianBuddhist, and or Bodhi, BHODI, at ItalianBuddhist.com, and ask me questions, and I'll answer for you. Try it out, look it up, think about it, and I think you'll find you love it just as much as I do. I wish you so much peace and happiness. Namaste.